The Battle of Grochowiska took place on 18 March 1863 at the village of Grochowiska near Pińczów, Poland during the Polish January Uprising against the Russian Empire. It involved a 3,000-strong unit of Polish insurgents under the command of Marian Langiewicz, which had been cornered by Russian forces numbering around 3,500 soldiers and 6 artillery pieces. It was one of the most bloody, as well as one of the largest battles of the uprising. Setting: in the aftermath of the Battle of Grochowiska, Polish insurgents under Marian Langiewicz were intercepted in a forest by a stronger Russian force. The battle took place in a very unfavorable circumstances, since the Polish forces were caught by the Russians while trying to withdraw through inhospitable forests and swampland. Neither side was prepared to fight in this terrain. Langiewicz's force was composed of 2 infantry regiments with 3 battalions of 350 soldiers each, 2 units of cavalry, 400 strong each, 100 military engineers, 150 in the command units, and about 450 non-combatant support personnel. Battle: the insurgents were attacked on the flank by a column of troops moving from Stopnica, as well as by the troops in the front. Despite the initially unfavorable situation for the Polish forces, which were trying to avoid contact with the opponent, a charge by the Zouaves of Death, under the command of François Rochebrune, captured the Russian artillery and eventually forced the Russians to withdraw. The Cossiniers, under the command of Kol Dabrowski, also contributed to the overall outcome of the engagement when they successfully attacked and routed 2 regiments of Smolensk infantry. Another Polish unit under Dionysy Czachowski covered the rear of the insurrectionist forces, and after heavy fighting moved towards Stopnica. During the battle, Langiewicz lost control over his troops, who initially panicked. It was Rochebrune who, with the help of his Zouaves, managed to restore discipline and lead a successful attack on Russian positions. He did so by personally grabbing panicked soldiers, throwing them back into the line, pointing his gun at them and cursing in broken Polish. As a consequence, after the battle, Rochebrune was promoted to the rank of general and considered for the role of the overall leader of the uprising. Aftermath: despite the fact that Polish forces successfully escaped annihilation, they found themselves dispersed, were forced to retreat towards Pińczów, and had trouble reorganizing afterward. As a result, shortly after the battle, Langiewicz crossed into Austria with a portion of his troops, where he was interned a week later. This ended Langiewicz's short career as the dictator of the uprising. Hence, while the Polish forces managed to repel the attack and avoid destruction or capture, the high losses and eventual retreat across the border led some commentators to describe the battle as a Pyrrhic victory for the Poles. Notable participants: Albert Chmielowski, who was later to become known as Saint Albert of the Catholic Church after he had founded the Albertines, took part in the battle on the Polish side as a 17-year-old recruit. Priest Agrippin Konarski also participated in the battle. The future painter Bronislaw Abramowicz served as adjutant to Langiewicz during the battle and was wounded. Commemoration: several tombstones and memorials commemorate the battle near the village of Grochowiska. A historical reenactment of the battle is also held in the area between Pińczów and Grochowiska annually.